We should be quick.
Yeah, let's stop playing around. We gotta get out of here.
The water looks fresh and clean. Rene, you're looking down at...
Sorry, that whole cutting out thing?
Oh, yeah. The water looks fresh and clean.
Is that a urinal?
Grizzak is short.
What's Grizzak doing?
He's asking, what's that big thing over there? Do you want me to fill it for you?
Grizzak does not step.
Oh, okay. Sparky is interested in the next room.
Rene's, get back over here.
Rene's gonna squat down and take a closer look.
Okay.
No,
it's just a small light moving around in the water. It's not even disturbing the water, which is really, really odd. It is turning whitish golden on one side and reddish dark on the other, and it's just sort of orbiting really quickly.
Oh, I really want to drink it.
What's happening? What is it? Why do you hesitate, Rene? Oh, that's weird.
Okay, Rene will pick up the chalice.
Okay.
Did you put the cup on the light side?
I don't think you can leave that way.
No, move the cup to the light side.
His soul cannot go away. It is trapped. That's what he said.
Then you do it.
Trapped in between. There's no soul.
It needs to be.
You pick up the cup. Are you keeping it perfectly on the demarcation line, or are you moving it?
We're staying on the perfectly the demarcation line.
It's still the water does get disturbed by you moving the cup, but the little thing
Then
is
you
still
help
orbiting.
him. If he is stuck and he died this way, then help him.
He'll
move the cup to the light.
He'll move a little bit to the left.
Okay. It doesn't move. Like, you can shift the bottom of the cup around, but you're spilling some of the water. You can't. It's like anchored.
It's because you're weak.
You spilled maybe about a fifth of the water. It's just dripping down your armored hand.
Okay. Rene thinks this is the guy's soul. Rene will drink it.
Okay. Oh man, he just drank it!
Oh, that's pretty fucked up.
It goes down. The cold water with a tinge of metal. You swallow it. The cup now can move freely. You can feel the water kind of swishing in your belly.
Yeah, can I move freely is the thing.
Now can you move, you moron? What have you done?
You turn on your heels. You're looking at Vamaris.
Okay.
Move to the light, quick.
I would like to step towards the door.
Okay, you take a step towards the door. For a brief moment, you felt like you were going to be sick, but it's fine. As you drank.
Why did you drink a chalice in the bottom of? Better question. No.
You want me to fill it for you?
Shut up.
You drank the cup, man. You drank it.
Yeah, that's weirder than snorting the other dead guy.
I mean, he just fucking drank it. It's kind of like snorting.
This guy really likes to party.
I think arbiters call that precedence.
This guy's got a drinking problem.
So Zyra doesn't really know how to understand drank a soul.
Yep.
She doesn't like this room. Does the room still feel like gross?
You probably...
Yeah, the holy aura of the room is still oppressive, and it is.
What was your dream, Rene?
Okay, Rene will put the chalice back on the line.
Okay. There are two
What was your
books. There
dream?
are two books in alcoves. One that is bound in a bit of gold trim, and one that's iron and heavy.
We'll take a look at the covers of those.
Yeah, they were both closed. Who is looking at them?
Rene.
Ping!
Hold on.
Ping!
Okay, you know the name of the god. You don't know how you knew it. The name of the god is Heronius, and this is his holy canon.
It is erroneous. There's no way I'll ever say this word correctly. It is erroneous.
Hey, it's probably a cousin of Obadiah's.
It's a heavy book. It looks like a great amount
It
of
got air
care
in 'em.
and metal work has been put into the heavy tome. It probably has one bulk in its own.
Okay. And then he'll go take a look at the other one.
Okay, you know the name of this deity without even looking at the book. The name of the deity is Hextor. You know that he is an infernal god who is also the god of skill at weapons. Whereas Heronius is a wise and fearless knight. Pronunciation is erroneous.
Erroneous.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay.
An oppressive tyrant's religion. Oppressive, I guess, for all those except those at the top of the pyramid.
We will see on what our alignment is like when we are done the dungeon. Dun, dun. All right. So he will touch both books before going to the door.
Yeah, you
Can we
touch-
take the books?
The books are not, well, you touch them. They're really heavy, so they don't move unless you're moving them around.
He's just he's touching them to reaffirm that they are real and physical.
Yep. You learn the names of the gods when you touch them. And some basic information about the gods. Basically a lawful good and lawful evil deity.
All right, he pulls out his hammer again. Ready as a shield.
Dodonta, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Let us know if you have any questions. Don't be afraid to chit-chat. Also fine if you lurk. Modronbot gave you 19 welcomes.
Only 19.
Only 19. Alright, so you touched the books. Did I hear you taking them or not? I got distracted there for a second.
Oh, no, he'll figure out what happens in the next room before he needs to take him.
Sparky's really excited about the next room. Did you spend power so you can talk to him, or you just have empathy with Sparky right now? Muted.
Been telling you
Son
you're
of
muted.
a-
It's hilarious.
Maybe. Still muted. No, I have language. The spells that I have for them is my ability, the bonus, and well, let me check it here.
So he
It's
can
language.
speak to you today, is what you're saying.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he has the extra fly, the language,
Sparky's-
and the storm surge.
Sparky's saying he doesn't get the extra fly. You have to choose fly, so you can only choose 2. So it sounds like he has fly, language, and the storm surge.
No, 3. Master selects 3 of these abilities: fly, language, storm surge.
Yeah, but you don't get
It
the
says-
extra fly.
Oh no, I know.
Okay,
It's just
got
fly.
it.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Sparky's saying,
Yum, yum, yum. Sparks, yum.
You're saying there's electricity up here? From the dragon?
Food, 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 food.
and he's
Whoa,
pointing.
whoa, whoa. One of these things going to be doing fire electricity here.
Yes.
Let's Sparky take care of this.
Food, food, food.
He's excited about the next room, and he keeps on saying food.
There's a lot of electricity on the other side here.
All right, then we should be ready. She'll cast her shield spell.
Okay.
Oh man, let me see, man. Smells funny. Smells like a storm.
Yeah, that's what it comes with. I don't know why the hell you're still moving forward.
He is able to
Open the door.
They're just stuck, man.
Hey,
Grizzak's going up the stairs. He's stopping halfway.
all right, Sparky, go see what's over there.
a beautiful room with a bronze floor is studded with blue dragon mosaics. It's a domed chamber.
Holy God, this fucking
Chiseled
dungeon.
into the north wall are an inscription, and the air smells slightly of ozone, like the smell of the inside of an old fridge. The message on the wall reads, Bastrolf, Alamatatus, and Vernagash. They look... I don't know if anyone speaks Draconic.
Languages are hard to come by.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rene knows they're Draconic. Rene now speaks Draconic. You speak the language of the enemy.
That is so cool. Oh. Does he realize that it's not the
No, it's innate. It just comes naturally to you.
He just reads it.
Okay, Sparky, you're ordering him into the room.
Yeah, take a look what's inside, Sparks.
The little lightning elementals kind of... He goes near the floor. You can see little electrical arcs coming off of him and trailing along the floor. He's just flying around. Go ahead and move him around. He's curious.
It is a loop around the room.
There are 2 doors, one to either side of the chamber.
Okay, does it have any of the dragons up here?
There are some stylized dragons and things, but nothing overtly large.
Let's go check up this door.
Sparky just flies around. Give me a perception check. I believe there are rules for perception checks for dragons.
Yeah, he's got a. Looks like his perception is 8. Wow, he's an elemental, so
Okay. He does a loop around the room, but then he settles down and lands on the ground. He's like, foot, 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 foot. He kind of rests himself along the ground, and then
Oh, shit.
the entire
No, you stupid
floor
bastard.
buzzes, and there's a ripple of electricity that seems to arc and go everywhere where the blue dragon mosaics are not. The bronze floor looks conductive. The wave of electricity rolls over Sparky, takes no damage. You probably don't want to take a nap on the bronze floor. The pulsing stops.
Hey, Sparky, go
And-
up and
and then-
down and touch the floor again.
Sparky
So
flies back up to the ceiling of the dome and then goes flying back down. That took him a round or so to do. The sparks launch up again.
Oh man, that's like resetting really quick, man. That's bad. That's bad, man. That's the whole ground.
You saying it's not happening by the blues, eh?
Nope, Sparky doesn't seem interested in touching the nice blue mosaics of the 3 blue dragons, who Rene knows are the names of dragons that Sula and his followers have all slain
These,
in the same battle.
awkward was happening.
Sula killed all 3 of these at one time.
This was the first battle where he brought his newly trained daughters into battle. You know that his 3 daughters were adopted, each from a different family that was wiped out by draconic attacks. That's how he saw people as being blessed. Survivors of dragon attacks made the best warriors against dragons.
Huh.
Sparky
Yeah,
goes to the
sole
roof again
survivor,
like this
yeah.
is a game, and then goes all the way down to the floor again,
Yeah.
and sparks off the trap, and electricity arcs through the room. He says,
I'm full charge. Full charge.
he just goes flying back towards Grizzak. He is sparking so much that those that do have hair, your hair is starting to stand up on end, and you've got goosebumps along the hairs on your arms.
Oh man, that's funny, man. That's good funny.
All right, we're gonna just take a step to the side here. And,
Are they all Are they all traps, or are some of them like non-active tiles?
It is like a solid one piece of metal plating along the entire floor of the dome chamber. There are no tiles. You can see some squares. That's basically the combat square coming through.
Grizzak has 2 heavy wooden shields.
We are playing 2E playtest, so that is the thing that came out at Gen Con. Awkward. And we're trying it out. We normally play Pathfinder 1E, and we've been playing that for years and years and years. Before that, 3.5 edition D&D, and then before that, 3rd edition. So we figured the best way to figure out whether or not we like Pathfinder 2E or find out what we like and what we don't like is to play a campaign in the way that we currently play. I flipped through the playtest module, and the module is got an interesting story arc, but it's not a story arc that Marty would want to rip through. So I found a previous 1E module called The Dragon's Demand, and I didn't tell the players what the name of the module was until like last game, because it's like not until Act 3 where the dragon shows up and makes a demand. Like, you didn't know there were dragons involved until Act 3. So it was a very poorly named, it was an aptly named module, but a very poor one to like pull a surprise. So yeah, that's the one I'm running. It's a 1E module, and I'm converting it kind of on the fly, and we're seeing how things go. I think is a better test for us. I like this module because it put you up against really, really canonical monsters. Like in the first adventure, they fought kobolds, and in the next adventure, you know, they fought a wizard's tower full of traps and a homunculus and some demons and devils. And the next, you know, so I liked the feel of the module. Felt really standard D&D, whereas the Doomsday Dawn module feels like we're going on one of those esoteric journeys that Paizo really liked. Like, if you like Lovecraft, you'll like those. You'll like the feel of the modules. It's a neat arc, but it was not the thing I wanted to try Pathfinder out on first. I was very surprised when I read the module and said, "Oh, we're all going to fight a bunch of ooky monsters. Why aren't we just fighting standard monsters so we actually have something to compare against?" So yeah, I didn't understand their choices. I know where they're coming from though, because the last couple of adventure paths, like in the last half dozen, there were a lot of like the ooky alien angry thing from space, and that was the track that their office is on. But I didn't feel that was a good. I didn't think that was a good test. I don't think they're going to get the data they want. Is what I'm worried about. So.
What do you mean? The Otra is not the ultimate standardized
it's not
creature?
The ultimate
crazy aberrants.
Yeah,
that,
you're gonna start off with the crazy
rules?
aberrants and not just start off with like standard monsters and stuff, which do appear in the path, but it's not the purpose of the path. So I chose this one, which has a little bit of the Otra. So I might use this one as a launching off point for the next set of modules. But it may take some backflips and some serious work to do.
Speaking of backflips, how the tits are we going to deal with this giant electrified floor?
It is a trap, and technically Grinthark can
Go get it, buddy!
Push the rogue forward. He's like, I gotta. He has in his mind, he understands he's got to short it out, but he has no like knowledge and.
Yeah,
electricity.
Ground cable.
Although real electricity is like fucking magic. I've asked my dad, who's an electrician. I'm like, could you explain this stuff to me? It's just he like knows what to do, but he can't explain the theory behind it, and the theory behind it is all weird. It is like it's like modern magic, man. Electricity is fucking weird. I don't know if I'm grounded right now. Like, I don't know.
Like how planes fly.
what do
magic.
I do? Right.
Unless you're grabbing something that's actually grounded, you're not grounded right now. You're
okay. Yeah. See, it had it explained to me a while. It's just one of those things that it's mystical. It's we accept that it works, and very
Oh,
few,
we're
very
here to
small,
play.
very small percentage of us actually understands how it works.
All right. So, all right, Grinthark, do you know anything about giant zappy floors?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna gotta kind of make it spark a little bit, and let me do this. Gum, I'm gonna make a little bit of rubber and kind of find the. All right.
Would the question, would knowledge nature help in this?
You're gonna try to aid with a knowledge nature?
I'm wondering, because I am a storm druid.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yes. You're a storm druid. Your
kind of my
backstory is
thing.
you've been hit by lightning 17 times, and that's why you're all fucked up. So, yes, you can make a roll. I'm actually going to give you a +2 circumstance bonus to this roll.
Hey, it's Obadiah's place.
How are you finding conversion? There's that answer that's been asked twice actually in the last.
Oh,
bit.
sorry. Conversion is tough. First, they don't have all the monsters because it's just a playtest. Second, the level of gear. Like, I can't just throw the gear and money from the module at you guys. Basically, I have to divide all the treasure by 10, turn gold into silver. Like, they've changed the values of things. And this module, I'm probably going to give you too much treasure. Is what, like,
I think you've already given us too much treasure. We're not at the end of the dungeon yet. That's fine.
They basically have made, the sturdy non-magical shield is like a level 3 or level 4 treasure, and I have a hard time. While you got excited over that shield, it felt really weird to put a non-magical thing in as treasure.
So
you.
for Grizzak, the shield is kind of useless.
Yeah.
Because he never uses a shield. On Rene, it becomes a far more useful shield. But yep.
And what I mean by on the fly is I'll do a tiny bit of prep before each session for what I think they're going to chew off in that section. Sometimes I've had to take a monster stat from 1E, and I've got like the closest thing I could find in 2E, and I'm kind of like blending the rules of the monsters together to run. So that's what I mean by on the fly. I definitely had to do prep for treasure, though. I can't just say, oh, you find all this magic shit, because it's way too powerful. +1 weapons mean so much in this game, whereas +1 weapons before were like, okay, all right, you know.
Yay, I got a 5% damage increase. Versus, I got a 50% damage increase.
Yeah, it's really powerful.
All right, Grizzak, give me your
So,
knowledge nature with a +2,
So-
given that you're a storm druid.
19. Yeah.
Water conducts electricity really well. You're pretty sure you can help Grinthark by actually peeing in certain spots on the floor.
Well, I mean,
Wait, so we take a step back from this.
all right, hold on a second. This is gonna seem a little weird.
Oh man, what are you doing, man? What's going on?
It tries me here. Obadiah told me a couple of things. Taught me a few things. And just one time, I was taking a swim, and booyah! Woke up 8 miles down the river.
All right, so you're making little pee puddles on the bronze floor while Grinthark is using different like bits of rubber to hold on to his thieves' tools, and he's scratching things out, and Sparky is initiating the spark when you need to, as you guys are going to try to undo this elaborate trap. You are aiding Grinthark in his trap. Go ahead and just roll a bunch of rolls, and we'll see how this goes for Grinthark. Grinthark's trap disarming check is
It's +11.
+11 plus 11 with his tools, and then the +2 from Grizzak, so +13. Just roll like 10d20s.
Gotcha. 10. That's... Okay.
Okay, so failed, failed, made
Yes,
it,
Drakestone, we are we're
made it,
encouraging this behavior now.
failed, made it. All right, so they begin to move their way Grizzak kind of peeing in puddles, and they're disabling the trap and making it safe as they're going.
Don't ask me where I get all this pee.
And eventually pluck out a blue gem, which turns into useless glass, kind of crumbles away when Grinthark gets it in the eyes of one of the dragons, which is the focus of the trap. It was way over here. You've used up a bunch of rags and have basically Grinthark dumped some of his water as you were trying to. The electricity seemed to go towards the puddles and things as you were going through, and you have disabled the trap. There's one final sort of pulse along the ground, and the trap has now been disabled.
You're welcome.
Oh man, you're welcome. It fucking stings in here, man. Did you have asparagus or something like that? I don't know what's going on, man.
Hell, I didn't have to do anything. It was my pee that helped you out.
You got the worst religion ever, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna push it a little bit high. Although the laughing rogue is laughing, though, man. That was a pretty fucking funny.
Oh, bringing back the old jokes. Check your IP address. What a shitty adventure. All right.
Charzagoth, we've lamented him before. He was a Glabberzoo demon who hounded us for 6 levels.
More than that.
It's a previous campaign they're talking about.
Previous campaign. The shitty adventure remark was when we were going through. We would go into hell, got this demon,
The Abyss,
and we realized that we were, in the Abyss. Then we realized that we were. We went in through a mouth, and then we were basically walking through the like the Pepto-Bismol guy, where like you stand sideways.
The dungeon was the demon. Like the demon opened his mouth, and that was the front of the cave, and there was this long hallway. And then they started going through these twisting, turning, organic places. Basically, the dungeon I made the the digestive tract of the demon. So they went and fought the demon by entering the demon, but then in his colon somewhere around there was the way out and the demon. So they fought the big badass demon in his own ass. It was funny, but I didn't tell them that. I just let them. I just started drawing this thing.
We came to this thing where it's like you're drawing the Pepto-Bismol guy. Why are we in the Pepto-Bismol guy?
I think they killed the demon on the main prime, and then they decided, okay, we're not going to let him come back. We're going to seek him out on his.
We're going to kill him
plane,
kill him because he was like a reincarnated demon or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was where we came across the like, we are in the large intestine. This is a shitty adventure.
It was also Altagar when he jumped inside of, you know what?
Oh, when he jumped inside of Mogaru. Yeah, that was funny too.
Mogaru like, oh.
Yeah, you'll have to go back to like last third of Legends campaign for that. All right, there are 2 doors to either side of of the area at E5. Yeah, it smells a little bit because of Grizzak and the mess that Grizzak and Grinthark made. But there is no longer any buzzing or electricity scorching off of the ground. This would have been a really hard chamber to deal with if you had no rogue.
This would have been a really hard chamber to deal with because the like resist energy wouldn't protect you from this. There's nothing.
Grizzak started off with a lawful, neutral, honorable dwarf on a path to knighthood or some shit. And he's gonna life was gonna be cash.
He's high on shit.
And then Obadiah is like, nope, and got hit by lightning a bunch of times.
He was probably a knight or somebody or a noble who was like swearing at nature, like screw all the nature, burn it all down for my dwarf kingdom, turn it all into money.
There's a whole kingdom looking.
And
for the
Grizzak's
pretty
like
dwarf.
a regular, like he's an adult dwarf. He shouldn't have white hair.
He also shouldn't look like he's a freaking Tengu or whatever with the red face.
He's always drunk.
So Rene's looking to see if there's any other legible writing?
This door is also bronze. There's no visible lock. This door looks really, really heavy, set in place.
Okay.
Grinthark, could you take a look at this one?
Now, hold the fuck on, Sparky. Feel anything else? Behind any of these doors? Come on there, buddy. Maybe this door?
Sparky's not excited about any of those rooms.
Well, we ran into fire. That was electricity. Lightning. We got a few more. God damn it!
No, he's full of charge, and he enjoyed this room greatly, and has got like food coma basically.
Grinthark, could you take a look at the this door?
Okay, he eventually just opens it. Inside this room, there are 4 human archers, or statues of archers, bows drawn. 2 of the archers on the north side are aiming kind of upwards, like off to the side, while the 2 on the south side are aiming downwards. There is a visible, now that you know what they look like, there is a visible like hatch in the floor. There is no discernible way to open it. There's an inscription on all the 4 statues that says, "May your arrows strike center and true."
All right, I think I know how we open this one.
Do you need more pee?
Another game. No, I'm pretty certain they don't need more pee.
Too late!
The paintings along the circular walls of this chamber are, and Rene just knows this, this was, arrows were always a good way to open up battles against dragons. And when dragons tried to fly away, that's when you broke out the really good arrows. And you could see a couple of black arrows amongst storms of arrows as they're firing at different dragons. And you know that the black arrows were arrows of slaying. Dragon slaying.
It is.
And you can see the odd arrow, like with Bane arrows.
But you save those, right? You're open. You don't start with that slaying arrow. You finish with that slaying arrow.
One of his daughters, he trained as an archer. And you can catch her. You can see her. She's in white paint in some of these really poorly painted medieval type paintings.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, perhaps since the drinking of the weird magic in that chalice, you just know things about the tomb.
Are you ready to go down another one, or do we want to go through the other door first?
Man, you think the statues move?
Yeah, of course they move. You point them towards the middle, it will open up.
Alright, man, we can have a look at the other side if you want.
Alright, I might be getting Ahmed sending private shit talk. It's alright though.
Grinthark has a look at this door for traps. He does not see anything.
What? Are you speaking to the soul? I don't think so. I feel okay.
Remember to always stay on the light.
This particular door has the symbol of Sula's family. While you think Sula may have had a different last name at one point, after a certain point of his career, he was simply called Dragon Slayer. And there's this coat of arms where there are dead dragons, like the heads of Tiamat, hanging off of this spiked shield. You know that your tomb, I mean Sula's tomb, is that way.
It's east?
Yeah, past this door.
Okay, let's...
He's not there.
Alright, let's...
That guy's gonna hang out with this treasure.
Ping.
The fight leads that way.
You ping for magic here. Given that you disrupted the trap and enough time has gone by, there is no magical aura that you're sensing within 30 feet of you.
Okay, Rene's gonna wander back to E7 and start towards twisting the archers towards the middle.
Yeah, at first it was tough, but then the stone statue pivots on its circular base, and pretty soon you're pushing all the statues so that their arrows are facing the center. What's nice about whoever crafted this is that they stop rotating once they hit the center.
Yeah, they click in.
They click in. The last one feels like something is also grinding, like you found some tension point and some some invisible or covered up mechanical device, and the hatch opens, revealing a staircase that leads down.
This guy's doom is very complex. Creepy breathing?
Yep,
It's from below, right?
from below. And maybe the shifting of rocks.
Okay. Ahmed,
Yep.
do you mean to have Vamaris off in the middle of nowhere, or do you want to join the party?
No, he should be back. Hold on.
I should be back. Okay, there we go.
You join the party.
Thank you.
Rene will go down the stairs.
Okay, Grinthark's following behind. The staircase lands, and your light spills into a grand domed chamber.
Okay.
7 statues stand to the north, and 7 statues more stand to the south, burly figures wielding large warhammers. A single stone sarcophagus sits at the center of the room, at the bottom of a series of 4 tiers descending in 5-foot increments. There are paintings along the wall that depict some golden armored knight flying his own banner and the banner of Sula. Could be one of his generals. Actually, you know his name. His name comes to Rene's mind. Here lies Sir Ectir Thelmarden.
Ektir, are you still sleeping?
Ectir you knew was more pious than you, and that had a valiant stand against a dragon's army.
Ooh.
Sula knows that, not an army of dragons, it was a dragon that had army. And
A dragon's army, like
a dragon's
Saruman's army or whatever.
Yep. You knew that you could have saved him, but through your inaction, he was forced to face the army alone and met his end. You did not like him because he was a paladin. He was holy where you were not.
So, was there any gain from not acting aside from his death?
His sacrifice allowed you to gain access to this particular dragon's lair without his army defending him.
That's something that you can easily logic away in your own mind.
Oh, it's like Galeth and Legends Party, you dicks. Okay. There's a weird shifting of rocks, like a little pebble off to the side kind of moved, and there was like a rocky scrape off to the other side. You don't know, like there's something in the chamber. You don't sense the presence of this holy person, who is your second in command.
Who is my second in command?
He was your second in command at the time of his death. Yeah.
Okay. Take a look for the whatever's making the noise.
Okay, perception checks.
Okay. Rene is busy smelling his own farts.
Or Grizzak. 19 from Vamaris.
21 from Zyra.
Okay,
Nice.
Zyra, you saw it. There was this weird, it's almost like it's swimming around in the stone. There's this weird stony face that came out of the stone, looked at you, and then went back into the stone. It was all kind of like cut at weird angles. You can give me a knowledge religion check if you want.
Alright. Earth Elemental? 18?
You think some sort of elemental. And these things can swim and walk through stone.
They'll punch you and give you acid or some nonsense. It's melty.
They're definitely
not-
active guardians in this room.
Yep.
Rene knows what was buried with this dude.
Oh. Holy Avenger?
No, although this guy you let die because he was about to prove himself
to
wield
get that
the
weapon.
sword that you were not allowed.
Yeah.
The Gold Knight's plate, while it was not the plate mail he died in, it was kind of his spare set. You know that there is a choker around that this guy used to speak to dragons, to understand them. And the thing that you really want in here is called the limestone ring that gives you resistance to acid.
Which would be really useful against an acid dragon.
Yes. The choker of elocution, I believe, allows you to read and understand Draconic. And then there's some magic plate in there. If you don't want plate, you can just steal the potency.
I've got the runes.
Yep. And you know that upon his brow is the circlet of whatever his name was, Sir Ectir Thelmarden. Let me copy that. You know that he wanted to have this magicked, but never got around to it. He was going to use his latest cash from his... he was saving up to have a circlet of persuasion crafted from his golden circlet. He thought that when he went before the priests of Heronius, that having this circlet might make it so.
Might make it better. All right.
You know where you were standing. You, in fact, helped lower your second-in-command's body in. You remember being slightly annoyed at how much people loved him.
More than me.
Rene is like, these are not my thoughts, but they're so powerful and so, like,
Vivid.
what did you do? Meanwhile, there's these things... Zyra saw another one kind of like peek out, like his big face. They're about the size of men, maybe a little bit taller. Rocky creatures. This is what you saw.
Rene will step into the room.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So there's the chamber, and there are the rocky things that are peeking in and out. Rene steps inside the room. Okay, there's a 5-foot drop. You remember at the time they had brought steps in so everyone could easily get down, but they removed the steps when they sealed up this tomb.
That's terrible.
These were all the lieutenants of this commander. This commander could command armies of his own.
Mm-hmm. He also had a high charisma and took leadership trait too.
Yep, he was a paladin too. So.
What a Justin. All right, hop down.
Okay. Another movement of rock over on this side, a movement of rock over on that side.
I don't think you should. As soon as we get in there, they're gonna come at us. Sorry. As soon as we get down to the center, those things are gonna come right at us.
I am here for the ring, the armor, and the shit. It was armor, ring, and it was circlet.
Like a choker, like a
choker. The armor, the ring, and the choker to fight the dragon. If you are going to defend my dead second, then get on with it.
That's one way to start the party.
The echoes of some priest or wizard that was here that helped create this place. Says, yes, the earth itself will turn against its attackers. We have successfully bound 3 of these creatures to this area. Anyone who disturbs the rest of Sir Actier shall face their wrath.
Are you okay, Rene? Oh, what are you talking to? I don't even fucking know what's going on, man. What's going on?
He hops down.
There are 3 of them in there. We'll hop down one more ring.
Grinthark hops down with you. He's got 1 dagger out. Sparky hides in your pocket. You get the sense that there's one right here looking, and they're dropping down in the rings like you are.
Yep.
The skittering sound of a couple pebbles disturbed. The crack of stone over here, like the stone is cracking.
Actually, how hard is it to hop onto the sarcophagus?
It is looks like a 4-foot jump.
Okay.
I think acrobatics is DC 30 for a 5-foot jump.
That's
No, that's
a vertical jump.
Oh, sorry, horizontal jump. You can't jump. Everyone's just stopping. That was vertical. You're right.
It's a 4-foot jump, which is a large step.
You know they can see you, right?
And they cannot attack until the rest is disturbed.
And it's not acrobatics, it is athletics. A long jump. 5 plus the total distance in feet if you move 10 feet. So it's 9, but based that off of the you're not moving, we'll say it is 14.
Right. So I don't fall. I don't know how this works. Like I don't make it, but I don't critical fumble. So I think I just hop down short.
So yeah, you fall short. You push against the lid a little bit. I think it's initiative. I think you've triggered.
I was trying to get on top so that he wouldn't be able to just punch me from through the wall like a bunch of dicks.
All right, I'm going to nuke the initiative from previous fight. Grinthark's going, hey man, watch out! And you get your +1s to initiative.
Rene gets a natural 1.
Oh no, Rene!
Out to get punched.
Oh no, man, that feels bad.
Okay.
These things are tough. Tough as shit.
As long as they actually come out of the wall.
Oh boy. Plus 12? What the fuck, dude? 25.
Fuck.
They go first.
Zero.
Rolls an 8.
Vamaris, you got there? Grinthark? We'll
Yeah.
Roll for him. 12. All right, Vamaris actually goes first. You see them. They're starting to come out of the wall. Given that the initiative started when they're attacking, we'll say that they're half phased out of the wall. Here, here, and here. They're not quite at the bottom level where Rene just jumped.
So I would be above if I move here.
Yep.
I move here. They're punching down on the guy. Does that give me a +1?
Are you going to use an action to start your tiger stance?
The question, does that give me a +1?
I don't think there is a +1 from above anymore.
No?
No.
Oh, that's...
They're not taking cover, but they are getting cover, so their ACs are too higher. So AC 23.
Okay, so from here... Move here.
Okay, so you
Tiger
you hop
stance.
down, tiger stance. You reach out, you touch a stone guardian.
Their AC is 23.
23 when they're half phased in the wall. Yep.
Holy fuck. There's no time. Alright, let's do this. What do I need +9? Oh.
Missed by 2.
No, that other one's wrong. It's 1d20 +5. Alright. It's a good start. Good start. Good start, lads. Solid. Solid.
All right, so you try to tiger strike a bunch of them and it doesn't quite work. Stone guardians all take moves towards Rene.
Oh shit.
All right.
Oh, double shit.
All right, all right.
Where's their attack? Oh, there we go. Gliding through the stone like it wasn't there, but also standing on the
Are
stone.
they all able to do it at one move, or was it two?
They move at
I think they're slow.
25 feet.
Where's our humans got debuffed on the move speeds? Earth Elemental's got a speed buff.
They also glide at 25 feet. These are scary, scary things.
A bunch of
AC 16, 21, and 21.
burn, burn, burn! Yeah, no, that doesn't hit.
Okay, and the monk saved you from... they seem to not be phasing through the sarcophagus. Like they don't want to touch the sarcophagus, although the other stone, they're walking right through, and the monk's position saved you from flanking. So that was good, and then they all get their second attacks at +7. Nat 20. And
Nat 20.
Oh fuck.
Well then.
Okay, first attack does 28 damage.
Can you block it with your shield?
No, my shield's not up. But
Oh.
And the second critical hit does 26 damage.
okay, Renee's got 2 hit points left.
Get your
Grinthark.
healing, darling.
Oh man, we're gonna concentrate on it. We're gonna
Ah! Coming out.
Okay, Grinthark is going to attack the one that is to Renee's north, and he's yelling, we gotta concentrate on all one. He's gonna try to attack 3 times. He misses 3 times.
Oh, you dick. Shit. Wait, what's their AC?
When they came out, 21.
Oh, his last attack is like -1 or something. Yeah.
Zyra.
Zyra's going to move over here.
Okay,
And-
hopping down.
And do a 2-action heal on Rene
All right.
for 48 plus 4 healing, which is not as big as the crit damages, but 28 healing.
That is significant.
So that becomes 30, 26 damage left. Okay, Rene is no longer bloodied.
Grizzak. Are there any other actions you moved and cast? No.
That was moved double cast.
Okay, Grizzak.
Grizzak's going to move here. It's going to cast a heal on Rene,
Okay.
which is D8
okay.
plus 4.
Can you 2-action
Wait,
cast?
hold on.
At range?
Yeah, because 1 is self, 2 is at 30 feet,
Mm-hmm.
3 is a burst. So yes, I moved and I can do that.
Okay.
So I have a.
Is it a second circle or a first circle?
This is my second circle.
That
Wait,
would be-
hold on. It doesn't. It's not auto heightened, right? I have to.
You have to
Prep
prep
as
it
a-
in second circle if you want it to be a second circle.
Okay, then no, I don't.
Then it's 1d8 plus ability score. If it was second circle, it'd be 3d8 plus ability score.
Okay. 1d8 plus ability score it is.
You can do it.
Get your ass
Come
kicked
on.
on the secondary attacks.
Fuck. 6.
Oh, I'm just like, a little salty about those. Like, I score all my buddies in the secondary.
Oh god, Rene got punished for budging the top of the sarcophagus.
Stand on the sarcophagus. Cool guy, not
Right,
bump into it like an
right.
asshole.
Grizzak, so you heal Rene for 6.
You get
Rene?
a flank.
Rene's going to beat the crap out of this elemental. We're going to whack this elemental a couple of times.
Okay.
Alright. AC 16's a miss. AC 9's a miss. Then we'll put up our shield, because put up the shield.
We're just missing like idiots.
Yeah. That wasn't a very successful round.
Top of the round, Vamaris.
Okay, question.
These things are very, very mean.
So question. The golem. You said when it was phasing through the stone it had 22 AC. Is it still phasing through stone?
They're not phasing through the stone. They have come out of the stone, although they're still standing on stone. And it's tough to know where their feet end. It looks like they're kind of like a few inches. Their feet are kind of like a few inches into the stone.
Okay. I moved +9. 27.
You hit it.
We hit one.
1d20 plus 5.
Bunch of stone chips fall off of it.
That doesn't happen. So 2d8 plus 4. Any weaknesses or
Nope.
19 damage.
19 damage. That elemental takes 19 damage, and it is turning to face you. None of that damage was precision, correct?
None of that damage was precision.
It was slashing, if that kit matters.
Nope. So you basically tiger claw the thing, and bits of rock come off of it, and it is now like going to attack you.
That's nice, but I'm going back to my spot.
So you wandered over there. You
Flurried.
You flurried, and then you
And I
wandered
moved
back.
back.
Okay. It now has to go through Rene to get at you. The Stone Guardians. You move back into the flank?
Yep. I moved. Well, they were trying to hit Rene.
Yes, and it does look like they are able to communicate to each other. Let me just check their int.
Oh no!
I mean, traditionally, these things are pretty fucking stupid.
Traditionally.
So let's see. 1, and we'll go clockwise. We'll say it's a DC 15 to have complicated tactics. Nah, they're doing stupid shit. Okay. So
He's like, no, I'm gonna kill them.
these two are going to continue to attack Rene. It's not necessarily stupid, but they're doing what they were summoned here to do. So the first two attacks, 2 at 1d20 plus 12. AC 29 and AC 20.
Okay, I will block the 29.
Okay.
So
It does 15 damage.
15 damage
As you raise your
is.
shield.
Yeah, give me a second.
Horrible grating sound against the shield.
It gets knocked back 5 feet or becomes flat-footed. Its choice, because it is my size or smaller.
Okay, it gets knocked back into the stone. It goes
All right. Okay.
disappearing into the side of the stone. You can't see it anymore.
All right. Now, I think this is where the shields start to become kind of useless.
Don't you have other shields?
I've got one good shield. I think so. 15 damage is double the hardness, so it takes 2 dents. So the shield's still good, but if it takes another dent, it's destroyed.
Okay. This big dent in the shield. The Rene is like, man.
All right, and I take 9 damage. No, I take 9 damage.
As your shield arm is jarred a little bit. Okay, so that was its first attack. It now has to come back at you as a movement
Yeah, that's
to get towards you. So its second movement comes back in here. This other one takes its swing. So there are 2 secondary attacks at plus 7. AC 18, AC 25.
Oh my god.
AC 25 is my AC.
Okay, you get punched as this one comes running back for 11 damage.
All right. What are these things CRs, if I might ask?
Hi.
I'm just wondering because
It's way too
a
high.
whole bunch of game mechanics break down. Like the shields are completely like
Useless.
the hardness doesn't go up fast enough. It would have auto shattered a wooden shield, for example.
Yep. And that one's last attack misses you, and then this one leaves the square to go after Vamaris. You get an AOO against it.
Okay. No, I don't. I used my reaction already.
Okay, so it shrinks down beneath the stone 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, 25 feet. It has to take 2 actions to get out to attack you, Vamaris.
But I don't know where it is.
Yeah, you see it coming out of the wall and rising up out of the ground. It takes a swipe at you, AC 14.
Hold on. Which one? Didn't that thing attack and then move?
No,
attack,
these two are attacking Rene. This one phased into the ground, came out and up and around.
So, I thought the one at the top was the one that he blocked and it went back into the wall. My bad.
No, he did that to this one.
So this one attacked me once.
Yep.
Missed.
And
Wow.
then
I'm a punching bag for these things.
AC 14 misses you?
It misses. It
Okay.
misses me. Yeah, but
Grinthark.
that's on a 2, man.
Grinthark is going to move to set up the flank.
I'm gonna move.
He then attacks twice. Hitting and hitting.
Yeah, boy.
44 plus 8. He doesn't get the precision damage from his sneak attack.
These things cannot be.
He does 17 damage to this one.
How's it looking?
36. It's bloodied.
Now it's bloodied.
Yep. It was on Grinthark's second attack. It became bloodied. He's chipping at it and is turning around. Looks like it's going to attack Grinthark next. Zyra.
Zyra's gonna heal Rene. 17 healing. With her extra action, she will attempt a medical check. Does not work. Renee's bolstered.
Okay. Grizzak.
How much healing does Rene need? 23.
He's 23 damage. He's not bloodied.
So I can do one action to heal, but can I do that one action to heal other or just myself? So I'm trying to remember.
No, that's range touch.
I just moved in.
So the one action heal is just range touch. That's the only limitation on it. It's not self, it's touch.
Okay, so let's do. So it's 2d8 plus 8. I have 2 more. And... Oh my god. Wait, it's another 4.
So 12.
So 12. You get 12 healing.
Renee.
Okay.
You feel a bunch of strange... Your skin is all barky instead of hurting, and then Zyra's white light washing over you. The divine energy is flowing in you.
Alright. I'm pretty certain... I'm just checking. I think that I'm trying to check the number of dents that you can put into... I believe the max... there we go.
You want to be bigger?
Okay. Alright. Alright, so the shield is double dented, which means it is not cannot be used for anything.
Okay.
And if it takes if I do try to do something with it, it shatters. Imposes all penalties. Broken armor.
So I think you could take an action to shake the shield off if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that. It doesn't really do too much. It doesn't do anything negative if I have a one-handed weapon. But, alright. I will attack. Alright, I'm going to... How hard is it to hop up 5 feet?
10 feet of movement.
Okay. Renee's going to hop up here, and he will swipe these two.
Oh, what is a swipe?
A swipe is basically a cleave.
Is there a penalty?
Nope.
Awesome.
It takes 2 actions, though.
Okay, so he ran around the thing's turning, and then the hammer
getting
comes
around the second negative.
crashing in.
Cool.
Nope.
AC 21. Do you roll twice or just once against both?
Just once against both.
Okay. Vamaris.
Okay, the one that is fucked up. Let's hit this guy. So this is my flurry. Can I hit 2 different characters or enemies with flurry?
Yes, you can.
28. As I see.
That is a hit. Resounding. Wham! Basically digging your fingers into the cracks between its rock and you're pulling stuff out.
Oh, fuck.
The second one misses.
So I attack that guy. I'm gonna attack the guy that's to my north, to Rene's north.
This one's injured, man. What are you doing?
-1. Does it become? Yeah, plus. No, it's plus 1d20. Nope, I miss. But does it get? Do I get its attention?
You hit one of them once.
Yeah,
You can roll for
but
damage.
the other guy didn't hit.
Oh, you're trying to get his attention.
Exactly.
No, he didn't take any damage. So
18 damage.
18 damage, 44, 54. Okay, that thing is really injured. There's lots of rocks tumbling off of it. The stone. Oh, you took your flurry and then you took a second attack. You've got a single action left.
Follow me.
So that is, hold on. That's 10, 20, 30, 5.
The monk's running around. Okay, all right. That is a pretty good move.
40, 45.
It takes forever to
Or
get
50, sorry.
there.
All right.
Stone Guardians.
Follow me!
All right, the really injured one is doing something stupid again. It is moving through its fellow and trying to get at the monk.
I will take the reaction to try to hit it.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
God damn it, Rene!
It bumps by you. It has to take 2 move actions to get up towards you, up here. And then it takes its single strike. AC 23 as it's coming out of the
Oh
ground.
yeah, if it's rolling the rest higher than a 4, it's gonna hit me.
15 damage.
Yep.
All right. The other 2. Let's see. This one's just toe to toe with Rene right now, right? You haven't done any damage to these guys?
No.
AC 22 against Rene.
Miss.
The other one, 5 foot steps in AC
Miss.
20.
AC's 23.
Okay. And then their second attacks are +7. AC 12 and AC 10. And one of them gets a third attack. AC 6. All right, Rene is using the last remnants of his shield and fighting with his warhammer. You're like hammering at their hammered like fists as they're coming in. Rene is on his heels, however, he's dug in and is facing these horrible, horrible things. Grinthark, get the fuck off of him! Grinthark realizes that precision's not doing anything. He just hops down beside Rene and is going to swing wildly with his daggers. First one is a miss, and second one is a hit. 2d4 plus 4. Chipping this one, which now is looking at Grinthark. 0.
Zyra is going to... move. Actually, Grizzak's in the way. Is there a way?
Move through Grizzak.
I think there's a way I can do this. No, there's not. All right.
Yeah,
Don't-
the flat-footed is still a thing. I realize that, but
All right. Zyra is going to hop into the flank and stab at the one that Grinthark is stabbing at.
okay, she's got her sword in her hand now.
Yeah, we'll,
Or magic dagger.
It's magic dagger,
Okay.
and we'll give it a poke. Critical.
Critical threat. Unfortunately, elementals are immune to critical hits, so you do
All right.
normal damage.
5 damage. And I think daggers actually do enhanced criticals, but
Oh, do they have some sort of
I think they've got a weird. I think they have a crit power. Daggers have like a long list of shit.
Okay.
Priest for the win.
Grizzak.
Okay, Grizzak's going to. I'm going to cast my.
Pendulum swinging. I witnessed the pendulum go from it started all wrong to it started to swing back.
So he's going to cast the Tempest Surge on
I've already
the one
pulled up,
here.
but we'll take a look at the sturdy shield list just to see where shields are. Like, I need to see how you make them work for any creature beyond low levels, because the rate at which hardness goes up isn't the same rate at which damage is dished.
Yeah.
I don't think those two things line up.
This is a straight creature from the monster manual.
Which is why it's.
It is a level 5 creature. And then I said, for the treasure I'm putting in here, I'm just gonna sprinkle.
Because every one of their hits is will auto break anything that we could have access to.
Yep. So Marty, give me a reflex save for the one on the north.
It's exciting. It saves your face. So, Grizzak, what your electric?
Give me a reflex. No, this is the Tempest Surge. Let's drop these guys.
Okay.
So Sparky.
Reflex save +7.
7.
It rolls a 2. It gets a 9.
Ooh.
It fails. Four damage. Okay. There's a spark along one of its legs and a couple pebbles come off. How many actions was that? Oh, you called upon Sparky and then you cast your spell, so I think it's all 3. Rene?
We'll attempt to swipe again.
Awesome.
Okay, he hits.
Oh, 9
both.
is at a crit fail. What's your DC right now, Grizz?
19.
19? Okay, so that was a crit fail, so it takes the crit.
8.
Oh, it's immune to critical hits. But that's not a critical hit, it's a crit fail on a spell. Is there an effect on the crit fail?
There is. Give me one. I'm finding it right now. Tempest Surge. Crit failure, double damage, and target is sluggish 2 for 1 round.
Sluggish.
Okay.
Is that the same thing as slowed?
I don't think so.
It is a
Sluggish.
condition penalty
Movement
to
becomes
AC attack
clumsy.
rolls, dex-based checks, reflex saves.
Okay.
So it's a penalty to all stuff.
It kind of gets electrocuted all over the place, and it's sort of shocking. And
Okay,
what's the penalty?
15 damage to both of them.
all right, so you ring your warhammer, sparking off both of their craniums, bits of rock flying everywhere.
Okay,
9,
we
and
might as well take the shield off, just in case I have to do an acrobatics check, so I'll dump the shield.
okay, the doubly dented shield goes flying off your hand. Vamaris,
How damaged is the one up here?
very.
Yep. Fuck. What's its AC now?
Less by 2, so
Not
19.
that. Fuck. Am I in 30 feet?
missed by 1.
Yes, am I in 30 feet?
Of who?
Of, what's her name?
What's her name?
Zyra.
I don't know. Is Zyra using her bit of luck?
Yeah.
Okay. Which means that you do damage.
2d8 plus
This
4.
thing is in survival mode right now. It is going to use... Well, roll your damage, and then I'll use my trigger
9
action.
damage.
Okay. So it's going to use its triggering action. Its triggering action is called Crumble. When the elemental takes damage from a hostile source while atop rock or earth. Its reaction is, instead of taking the damage, it just burrows 10 feet into the ground. Kind of falls into pieces, but you see most of it disappearing into the ground. No damage.
How often can it do that?
It was a reaction.
Is it a once per day reaction?
It's a reaction.
Not certain how you're supposed to fight that. It
Ready
walks
to
up and
action.
punches you, and then it goes away.
That's fucking broken.
Yeah, be afraid. Stone Guardians.
I'm not done. That was one
Oh,
action.
Okay, all right. So that was one action.
Fuck. All right. Let's get our asses over here. Hop down. Down. See, let's make this thing run. Da, da, da. Oh, fuck. I try and fucking get this thing working. There we go. And I punch this guy.
Okay. This is your second attack for the round?
Yep. One. Nope, but oh well.
You miss?
I try.
Stone Guardians. Okay, so he's been attacked by multiple opponents. I'm just going to roll a d4 to see who he attacks. 1 is Zyra going clockwise. 4, it's Rene.
That's fine.
AC 24.
Hits.
AC 15.
Miss.
And AC 17.
Miss.
Okay, it wallops Rene in the chest for 15 damage. The other one has 3 targets. It's going to attack Grinthark. Nat 20.
Oh, fuck.
Grinthark for 24 damage.
Whoa! Why is that?
46. Alright. He's bloodied. Second attack on Grinthark. AC 20. Grinthark's AC is 20. Grinthark's going to use his reaction called Nimble Dodge, which increases his AC by 2 against the triggering attack. So he nimbly dodges out of the way after getting punished. And then the last attack, he actually got hit. For 9 damage. Crunch, crunch on Grinthark. He's really badly hurt. Grinthark is going to attack, then move, I think. He's going to attack the one that he's flanking with Zyra with. AC hit, and his attack is +9, I think. +9 becomes +5. On the second attack is AC 20, and its AC is dropped by 2, so he hit it twice. So that's 4d4 plus 8 damage. 16 damage on this elemental. 45. The thing is now bloodied, I think, on the second strike. And
Where did the other elemental go?
which one?
The one that went to the ground? Or did it...
This one?
Yeah.
It's 10 feet. Oh, yeah, so 10 feet underground and sluggish. So I think it becomes sluggish 1. Like, I think the
Yeah, the
conditions
most of
get
those
better.
things count down. Yeah.
It is going to come out here and give Grizzak a whap. AC 26.
Oh, god damn it, Chewbacca. Yep, that hit.
Alright, 17 damage. As this hammer like fist hits you, and then Grinthark took his 2 attacks, and he's gonna 5 feet, 10 feet. Just move to here.
We gotta get the fuck out of here!
He'll move the other 10. He's gonna try to move all the way around. 0.
Alright. Grinthark's pretty hurt. 5-foot step and attack, and then I guess attack.
Okay. There's now a nice flank between you and Rene.
Alright. 14.
Your dagger clinking off of it, not finding a good spot. Grizzak, you've got something punching your back.
Grizzak's going to...
It is crumbling and falling to pieces.
do my electric arc on it and on the one that's taking 45 damage.
Okay.
So give me a reflex save.
Coming out of everywhere, sluggish, so I think that reduces his reflex save by 1. So the one to the north, AC or 13 on its save, it fails.
Fails.
And the one to the south,
yeah.
11 also fails.
9 damage.
This thing explodes.
Okay.
Well, it's
Crumble, explode, or
Destroys.
explode. Does it have its reaction still where it just disappears? Like,
no, not against this thing. So it dies.
Okay. And then this guy takes 9 as well.
9, 54. No, they don't have the countdown clock explode power. I love it. they have the I avoid thing. So that was Grizzak injuring 2 of the elementals. Rene?
Rene is going to... He'll swipe again, I guess. No, he'll play smarter than that. He'll attack this one. He'll attack that one repeatedly. AC 18, AC 14, AC 6.
Well, AC 18 missed by 1.
All right, then Zyra will use her reaction.
Okay, it doesn't try to escape from your hammer.
10.
10 damage, injures it badly. It now looks like there's some rock shifting around, like it may try to escape the next hit. Then you missed and missed.
Yep. Okay.
Top of the round, Vamaris. This thing looks skittish now that you've seen it do its thing.
Yeah, Vamaris is going to, let's see, attack it.
Okay, you kick at it.
9.
You hit.
Yep.
It takes its triggering reaction. It disappears 10 feet into the ground. However, give me a second. Burrowing does not trigger reaction, so it basically crumples and disappears into the ground.
These things, they disappear before they die.
I don't know that they disappear. I think they just hide like coward in the stone.
And you.
1d20.
Leave it to the paladin to pick cowardly guards.
Oh, took another step.
All right,
Missed.
Stone Guardian. This one was attacking who? We'll roll a d2. There's Rene and Vamaris. One is Rene. Alright. Turns around and tries to swing at you with its AC 31.
That's a hit.
2d8 plus 5. Punches Rene. Right in the gut. The second attack, AC 23.
That's a hit.
9 damage. The second one.
Okay.
And the last attack, as it's swinging and swinging and swinging and pounding, critical hit.
Okay.
48 plus 10 for 23 damage.
Okay, Rene is at 0 and dying 1.
Alright, hit points.
Or -1 or whatever.
Yeah. Hit points 0 and dying 1. Alright, the other elemental attacks, comes back up out of the ground and then attacks Vamaris. AC 30.
Yep, that's a critical.
For 31 points of damage.
Alrighty then. And 31, that is 46. Okay, dokie.
Fuck you! Yelling Grinthark.
Okay.
Alright, it continues to attack. +7.
Wait.
AC 13, and it had to move.
No.
It's
Okay. So that's that dude.
Grinthark. Comes running back down into melee. Fuck yeah! He's going to attack the really injured one that's in front of Vamaris. He hits, it takes its reaction, goes 10 feet down into the ground.
It can react again?
Its turn came up since Vamaris triggered its reaction, then its turn started, so it got its reaction back, then Grinthark attacked afterwards.
Okay. One of the notes is these things are impossible to kill unless they're like ranged or something
magic.
can't affect that, because you always have your reaction when you get out of the stone. Until we get disintegrate or something, there's no way to unburrow it.
Yeah, this is broken.
Legitimately impossible to kill.
You could ready actions for them to come out of the stone, but if they wanted to stay in the stone, yeah, they could just stay there. But that's not what they're tasked to do. So Grinthark missed. What the fuck? Fucking fucker! And then he's gonna... I don't know.
Attack the other one?
Move to flank the other one? He moved, attack. He can give you a flank, or he can just attack the other one. What would you prefer? Want to flank it? Okay. We'll say 1, he moves to flank, 2, he attacks. He's just going to attack it at a plus 4. You missed. Zyra.
Stabilize.
Zyra is going to 5-foot step, heal Grinthark, heal Vamaris.
Okay. Spreading the light of Lear.
So 10 healing on Grinthark,
Nice.
10 healing on Vamaris. Hey, look at that 3, 2, 1 on the D8s.
Oh, okay. I said nice as in 10 hit points was significant, but based off of those die rolls,
That's all the healing there is.
Oh wow.
potions.
You're gonna have to sleep again.
Yep. You might gain your level after you sleep.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Whose turn is it?
It's Grizzak's turn.
Let's do electric arc. Give me first the one on the right, then the one on the left.
The one on the right
do your thing.
is 10 feet underground.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Yep. And don't worry, you can ready the action, so we could use his reaction to negate your ready action to go back to the
I'm
ground.
going to ready action to
He comes back up. Nope.
Yeah, they are
can I-
impossible to kill.
Can I
There's
ready
like a way
action
around
to
this.
spark?
But then he couldn't attack, right?
Can I
It's
ready
only
action
when he
to
commits
spark?
that then he becomes vulnerable. Could
can
you
I-
ready an attack? You could ready an attack. You're not readying a spell.
You can ready a single action spell. You cannot ready an activity. So you could ready
trying
a
to figure
heal,
out a
but you
way
could not
to-
ready a... anything
Yeah, no,
else.
I get it. I'm trying to figure out a way to fucking get this thing. Stabilize Rene.
Yeah. So Rene turns to one hit point
Stabilize Rene, and move over here.
and is conscious now. Like, is he no longer dying one? Is that how it works?
He on his turn, on his initiative, which should be just before the elementals,
Yep.
because they're what knocked me out. I would wake up, and that costs an action.
So Rene is like he's at 26, so 19, 20. Okay, so Grizzak casts Stabilize.
Yep.
What else are you doing? Anything else?
I moved to the flank.
Okay. Vamaris then gets to go.
Wrong flank, you moron!
Shit talking your own characters. Classic.
Get up, Rene!
You could teabag Rene.
Yeah, you might. Yeah.
Okay, you're standing over Rene, who's like starting to wake up. You could double hit and then move again to get out of Rene's way.
That's what I'm gonna do. Well.
You critical hit it. You're
can't bleed, can it?
Raking out of its eyes. No, it doesn't bleed.
It doesn't take a crit.
All right, so 1 hit.
11 damage.
11 damage is significant.
Over here.
Rene,
follow me.
Your last action, and then you're gonna do the.
Follow me. Again.
Nice.
Rene can either pick up his weapon or stand up, and he will pick up his weapon.
Okay, so you're prone and conscious, and you've got your weapon in your hand.
Okay, I'm going to swing it at the thing.
Which one? Oh, I guess the one that's... Oh.
The one that's there.
Yep. From your back like a turtle. Bam!
12 damage.
Blasting it for 12 damage. It is now bloodied.
Okay, I have hit points and I am awake, so my dying condition goes away.
Okay. Rene and then the Stone Guardian. So this one comes all the way back up. The movement provokes.
Okay. Rene will swing at it. AC 24.
Hitting it in the head. It was coming up. Good thing you picked up your weapon. Bang! Sparks everywhere. Bits of chunks of rock flying everywhere. It has 6 hit points left. You destroy that one.
Okay.
Exhausted and hurt. Everything hurts. And then this one, what's it going after? Rene or Vamaris. So one is Rene, 2 is Vamaris. Well, yeah, Rene biffed it last. So one is Rene, 2 is Vamaris. Okay. Stomping on you.
As long as it doesn't crit me, it can't kill me in one 4-round attack.
Right. AC 27.
That is a hit.
Okay.
I'm dying 1.
2d8 plus 5. It kind of knees Rene. Rene falls back over. 0 hit points, dying 1. Let's give you the red incapacitated. And then it's going to move to go and chase Vamaris, gliding through stone. 25, and then it has to move twice to get up to you. Rises up onto the ground menacingly. Grinthark.
Oh man, fuck this shit.
He's that's 20, 30, 40. So he sets up the flank with Vamaris and gets 1 attack. He hits because of the flank. 2d4 plus 4 damage. He sticks his dagger into its back and chunks of rock go flying. 46 damage. Zyra?
Zyra is going to cast Stabilize on Rene.
Okay, Rene's eyes start fluttering open. You hear Sula saying, "Your fight is not done yet." Grizzak.
Hendrik is a fucking coward.
Reflex
He
save.
knows who the fuck you're talking about.
What the fuck are you talking about, Rene? Get up here.
Reflex save on
Zyra,
this
I
guy.
think, has an action left. Like, she can move around. She's stabilized and then...
She's gonna just skirt around the circle.
Okay. Scooting around.
At least be physically in the way of the freaking thing as wanders through.
Alright. Okay, Grizzak, you're casting a spell, sounds like.
Reflex save, please.
What spell are you casting?
Tempest.
Tempest Surge.
Yeah.
20. So it
Just
makes a
made
save. Yep.
Half.
Electricity
5.
5 damage is significant. Some rocks start exploding. However, the rocks that exploded kind of went off of its form before it exploded. Vamaris.
Thing's still standing.
Still standing. It doesn't look jittery yet. Oh, you hit it right in the back of the head and you're scraping and pulling rocks off of it.
5. It's 18? Well, not 18. Sorry, 16 and flat-footed, so I don't know if that...
Nope.
Yeah, so 2d8 plus 4.
It kind of shrugs you off of it.
12 damage.
12 damage. It now looks really jittery.
One more attack. Just one. Nope.
Okay, missed. Rene is now awake.
Okay. Pick up the hammer.
Okay, pick up the hammer.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Just laying on the ground like an idiot. And that's it, because I had to wake up. That waking up's an action.
Stone Guardian turns on Vamaris and attacks. The mighty
Good
punch.
night, Vamaris.
AC 20. Wham! 10 damage.
Sleep tight, Vamaris.
He's got 36 hit points by his token.
Don't
And
let the bugs bite, Vamaris.
Vamaris got 54 hit points.
Oh,
So 46 damage on Vamaris. And it attacks again. Plus 7. Oh, and that one. Fuck you. Oh, and a 4. He's basically doing like katas and blocking and moving around and providing false targets for it. That is the Stone Guardian, Grinthark. Grinthark's yelling "fuck you" to it. He's just gonna keep on attacking. Miss, miss, miss. Look at that. Ding, 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 ding. Fuck you.
Fucking...
Zyra.
Zyra will stab the thing.
Okay, so she hops up.
My action, I can make her react just as good as anybody. Maybe. We'll see. She hops up and stabs with the magic dagger. AC 26.
Okay, it takes its reaction and goes shooting into the ground. Crumpling, a bunch of boulders flying everywhere.
I did.
Grizzak, it's in the ground.
Ready in action. Oh, I can't ready in fucking action. Let's... Fuck, I got nothing. Alright. My sword is out. How long will it fucking take me to get there? I can't even ready. Okay. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'm gonna try to get up there. 5. No, wait, that's 5. 15. Fuck, I can't get up there.
Little dwarf hopping up 5 foot, like
15.
you're rolling up on each step.
I can't make it up there. Fuck. Yeah. Alright, we'll get there. It's as far as I can go. That's one action. Actually, let's just keep going. 2 actions. Right? And pull my sword out. Or, yeah, pull my sword out.
All right, Vamaris.
Ready to beat the living... Ready to flurry.
That is a thing. Rene, it sounded weird for a moment.
Rene is going to hop down
Yep.
and he's going to power attack or hit the sarcophagus a couple of times with the magic hammer.
Oh man, that's gonna get attention, man. Yep. So you're cracking the stone lid. It's basically cracked. There's stone chips flying everywhere. The stone guardian is reacting to this and is going to move 5, 15, 20, 25, and then it has to come up beside you, which incurs an AOO. You can see it rising out of the ground.
I miss.
It then attacks Rene. AC
you.
18.
It's a big fuck you fight going
So
on.
basically, the hammer, it catches the hammer and then slowly pushes its way out of the ground and tries to swipe at you, and your weapons get caught up, and that was its go. It double moved and attacked. Grinthark, the fuck, man? Get in here again! Providing the flank, as all good rogues should. Magic dagger comes hammering down on top of its head for 2d4 plus 4 damage. 12 damage to the thing that has 7 hit points left. It begins to crumple into small rocks everywhere. The creature doesn't disappear into the ground. It's just pebbles everywhere. And then there's a sigh of relief, and it's all quiet in this chamber.
How many hit points does Rene have?
What's that?
How many hit points does Rene have?
1. That's all you need. Anything more than 0 means you're good to go.
Burpees. All right, so those things were 3 level 5 lesser earth elementals.
So the thing that I've identified, and here I'm just going to, I'll share this little chunk.
Yep.
This is as tough as a shield can be. So a level 5 shield, like a level 5 magic item shield, like the magic sturdy heavy wooden shield,
Yep.
aka one of the things that we found but aren't using because we don't know what it does, gets auto broken or can be used twice against these things, reliably. If it's a crit, it gets destroyed in one hit, and if it gets one extra dent, it's destroyed, can't be repaired. So you've got your magic gear getting completely destroyed, and then the fighters have entire feat trees that are contingent upon you being able to use your shield block, aka the feat trees that Rene took. And now it's so far all the elementals we've fought so far, you can't use that feat tree against.
Well, these ones were doing physical damage. You could use.
Right, but they do so much more damage than the gear can possibly withstand.
Got it.
And this is level 5 gear that I shouldn't have yet. That can't withstand it.
What about special metal shields, like your adamantine shield? Or...
So an adamantine shield those special metals are in here. This list as well. The level 10 is the first time you're supposed to be able to have one, and it would be hardness 15, which is not enough at level 10, because we're already at the point where they never are going to keep up, because you can't get more dints, and the item becomes useless. So you get to use it once, and it might be completely destroyed.
Yeah, so basically they made shields a thing you shouldn't get attached to, and you should have multiple of them.
Well,
look at the price.
But the prices are not 900 silver. It's more than a magic weapon. So if you have a stack of these things, and they're never providing more than that +2 AC. So what you really want is a bunch of cheap shit ones.
Now, in a balance module, there should never be 3 of these elementals attacking you. I knew that you guys were pretty tough. You had a little bit of extra magic gear, and there's more than 4 of you. So I'm like, well, I'll just throw 3 of them at them and see what happens.
But it's just in situations like this, and if this is a common thing where they damage, because the player damage outscales this. Right?
Yeah.
If monster damage keeps up with player damage, then shields are actually any of those powers that require you to use a shield block means your shield explodes.
Yeah, maybe house rule, randomly saying house rule level of item equals number of dents for an item. That's kind of an interesting way.
But yeah, raw shields basically break constantly.
Well, they break constantly, but which is fine.
Somebody
unless you
watched
went
the
and
Vikings.
invested-
Somebody watched the Vikings TV show and went, "Oh, cool, shield fight." They every fight you go through multiple shields, right?
Right, but that doesn't scale through gear and load, and how much weight are you carrying in shields as a character, because your load doesn't go up.
Yep.
And the fact that you now need to go through a shield every 4 seconds,
Yeah.
and then it's an entire round to put a shield on. Like you have an action to unload the shield, an action to draw the shield, an action to put the shield on your arm. It's 3 actions to get the next shield out. For
Squire!
entire
You just hold out. You just constantly holding out your.
well,
shield, and you got your
it's the
Squire
whole.
run up.
There's entire feat trees in both Paladin and in Fighter, based around fighting with a shield, where you need to use the shield actions, which means your shields get blown up. It's weird. And then when you put your thing up, you could have a fully healthy shield go to completely destroyed.
Shields blow up too often. Is basically, or they're too expensive, right? Too expensive.
Right. Either they're too expensive, and it's too difficult to get them on your arm, or they blow up too often, because they just damage thing does not scale. Yeah. It's just like, oh, look at all these powers I can't use. I don't know if I'll ever be able to use them again because the shields don't keep up with the monsters.
All right, so there are 5 of you tonight, and I think this is a good place to leave it.
We're gonna go take a nap.
Yeah,
maybe 2
basically,
days.
you guys are gonna go back to. You're eating up 2 days in this dungeon. You guys are...
No. We're napping for 2 days. Like tomorrow, we're gonna wake up and cast healing spells, and then go back to bed. We'll start writing novels or something, because like we're gonna be tapped for healing tomorrow morning. Like we'll be tapped. We won't be able to do another fight like this.
We have to heal.
Because healing is so important.
Oh, right. First you loot the tomb.
Yes. First we loot the tomb.
Inside the tomb is a golden sheened full plate armor, expert quality with a potency of 1. There is a choker. The limestone ring is still on the skeleton of the paladin, and so is his expert silver and golden circlet.
All right.
Not magical, but
Rene is less reverent with this body than he was with the rest of them.
right. He's a little bit rough, taking the stuff off. Grinthark looks at Grizzak and just goes, "Yeah, man, I started to get hang of it, man."
Good fight. Good fight.
Champs are all tuckered out. Funny. Yeah, I could tell Adam was getting a little salty there.
Wow.
Well, they were fucking tough as balls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely, well, the opening of the fight with the tertiary attacks that they only hit on a 20.
20s was
Only hit on
kobold. The kobolds have +7 to hit when they're attacking with the right weapons, right? So it's like first level creatures have +7. But yeah, this is the secondary attacks with the 2 fucking things. There's this comic strip in my mind of Rene getting his ass beat in that fight from these things coming out of the ground.
Yep. It's. So what I noticed is, like, I was looking at, like, oh, look at my power selection. What powers did I pick? Oh, there's this power I never got to use in that entire level. Okay, maybe I'll get to use it. I use it the one time, shield's busted. Well, fuck.
I know how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those. It's the way it is.
What do you want to call tonight?
Tonight would be
5th level trap.
Respecting the dead.
4th Sula dragon slayers, or no? This is
Nope. No more. Healing's not that plentiful in this game.
elemental,
that's
dear Rene. It's elemental.
it's elemental, my dear Rene. I think that.
It's funny.
Well, we did a lot of fighting here. I think the first half of the session had the more important stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The
About Sula, that sort of thing.
about Sula.
Oh wait, no,
but also,
you guys found out about the illusion. You get XP for that.
The illusion. I think it has to be something about that, like the investigation at the beginning, right? It's illusionary, my dear. Whatever. Or I think it's something to do with the investigation at the beginning.
The interesting thing I found also strange was how easy the monks are to hit.
You built a non-AC monk.
Yeah, okay.
But I also
put it AC. That's another 2. It's another 2 AC. If I max dex.
Over yon bog. Just sounds dumb.
Dragonfen.
I don't have the bracers on them yet, but
They're not
Still.
there.
We should have brought everyone else with us.
yeah.
You can always go back going, we're not even at his tomb yet. Maybe we should get the others, and the ones that show up to the game will have their characters there.
I think we might end up doing that because we just got absolutely see, we were being dumb for the fire elementals, and it's like, oh, we were dumb. This wasn't we were being dumb. This is just a little bit of bad luck, and oh my god,
Mobility is pretty pimp in this type of game.
Well, it is. Everybody has spring attack, so if you put one of those in Adam's hands, these earth elementals, Adam will TPK a party. Like this party, Adam would be able to TPK with one of these.
So
you're sleeping?
In my mind,
I don't sleep.
was like, they're already having a bad time, so I'm going to make it so that when they're in single-digit hit points, they do the crumple thing.
Right. Oh yeah.
Because initially, if they went boop bye, you'd be like, oh fuck, like you guys would have. It would have been like really bad.
Get the fuck out of here.
Plus, they were summoned to guard the thing, so they couldn't just camp out and be all smart about it. They were like, no.
But if they were being smart and whatever,
be dead.
Basically, earth elementals are not allowed to be PCs. Because in rocky terrain, because of the way the 3-action rule basically means you stride out of the stone, you punch a guy in the face, you stride back in the stone.
Okay, your total XP is 775. You guys are 225 XP from level.
Even all of that shit from last game?
Yep.
Damn.
There are 8 of you, even with giving you XP for 5 of you here. Basically, it means that sometime during this dungeon, you'll be 5th level.
Yeah. Well, Ahmed, don't rush it too much. We need to get enough to fight something with 5th circle spells.
Yeah.
And we have to do it in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Actually, we don't.
2 weeks.
We don't, because screw that guy. He's going to be pissed off as he shows up? Sure, it's fine. The plan is to fight him anyway. Be pissed off and show up.
Yeah, we brought your coin.
Shows up, nukes a few buildings, goes away, comes back next day, shows up, nukes a few buildings. Yeah, and we never wanted the house anyways. So you guys are close. You guys are close. Like a little bit more than you might be able to do it. Yeah, spectral undead where they just wander through. Yeah, wander through walls and that sort of thing.
Yeah, there's some. So in 3.5 third ed Pathfinder first ed, spring attack and flyby attack being extra tasty, is how you do that sort of shenaniganry. It's the in this you have that on tap at level 1, right? There's no investment to start doing that. All you need is a method of mobility that your opponent doesn't have.
Spring attack.
And then this one with the reaction that allows you to just you could move and then double attack, and then use your reaction to protect yourself. I'm wondering, and then we didn't actually probe how deep their resistances goes, aside from the resistance to crits.